Hi guys, I'm Sam Oneill. I'm the first guest on the Random Talk podcast, and today we just talked about all things football, how me and Sam became friends, and yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoy.
Let's go.
Let's go.
First guest. Hello.
Hello.
You like my intro though? You don't.
What's
you
this?
don't. My. Have you watched the episode?
I haven't noticed your intros. Honestly,
It's like
it's like a blur to me.
you know Charles. He always goes like hello, and I try to do that. I'm like hello. All right. Welcome back, guys.
Nice.
Episode 6.
Yes.
It's a special episode. It's history. This is history,
First
guys. We have our first guest on, Mr. Sam Oneill
Thank you.
from the other podcast.
Yeah, but I do have to say, you've mentioned our podcast before. In this
Yes, I have.
Yeah, but I do feel kind of bad because you did kick your other members out just for me.
I didn't kick them out. So basically, guys, right now the rules only let us have like 2 people at our own house.
Yeah.
And so basically, it's only one person, and it has to be from the same family.
I think it's 2 people from anywhere, but at one place.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, I can't have our usual hosts, Victor and Piper, on, and I can only have one of them. And so I thought, what other way than that I should just have a guest on?
Yeah.
I should just have Mr. O'Neill himself. I asked
me.
him. You're the leader from the other podcast, aren't you?
No. We're
Mutual.
We're mutual there. We don't have leaders now.
But we have a lot of things to talk about.
Well, yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
No, I was gonna say I edit the podcast.
yes.
I do Instagram there.
So basically, Sam does everything on the other podcast.
No.
Okay.
It's 33% all around.
33%. Alright. Guys, if you don't know Oneill, he is, I would say, my longest friend in ISL.
In ISL, yeah.
In ISL, not in the other people, but in ISL, I would say I've known you as in our friend group. I've known you like the longest.
Yeah.
Like we've been like friends for the longest, and so I was just gonna ask you, because you know the story as well. How did we become friends? Because at the beginning, there was bad blood.
Should we both give our perspectives first?
Okay, you go first.
You go first. Okay. Well, I don't want to sound too mean, but it started off. I remember you were new. What was it? 5th grade.
5th grade. I was a new kid.
And I saw you. You were in my class, and I remember that year I didn't have any friends in my class. No,
6th grade.
5th. No, 6th. That was like the year after.
6th grade.
I saw you the first year you came to ISL. Like we didn't. I don't think we ever
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
ever. Did you do football?
Yeah, we did football though. We were in the same team.
Did we never speak?
I don't know.
I saw you as like a kind of like.
This other guy, this new
I was
kid.
like, yo.
I was a spaz.
Yeah,
I couldn't speak English.
Well, no, not because of that. Just because you're like, yo. Hello, like.
I was
and
energetic, yes.
6th grade, you were in my class,
And
right? And then that's when we started first talking, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of communicating because you didn't really speak English. And that's when we properly not properly, but we started to become more acquainted.
That's when the whole like our friend group that we still have now came together. I would say in 6th grade.
I don't remember, man.
When everyone bonded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my perspective on this is, I was a new kid in 5th grade, and I hated you. I absolutely hated you.
I was so
no,
nice.
because I don't know why we weren't friends. Because we were in the same team for football. We played together.
Yeah.
But when we always, it was like this. You were allowed to go to the pitch, and you always had to wait by the wall, if you know what I'm talking about, that like wall, and you go up the stairs to the pitch.
Yes.
Yeah. So you always had to wait there until like a supervisor came. And so me and Rafael were always there, and then we'd run up and get the goal, and we'd play. And then I remember you guys, and you're like...
You and Rafael were like both separate?
We were new, but we were like best friends already.
Yeah.
And so it was like us and like Elvis, and like Jun, what's his name? Jun Lee. No, the guy who left.
Jun Hee,
yeah. So it was like us. And then I always remember, we were at the very end of the pitch, I always remember you guys pulling up. So we're going to play now.
5th grade big boys.
Yeah, it's like big boys, and like you always like in the center. It was like in a line, and everyone was like,
No.
And I was just remember hating you. I was like, screw you. Like,
really?
I was like, you're not going to play with us. And I remember you did the same to me. It's like, you didn't let me play, so I'm not going to let you play now. And so I remember hating you. But then in 6th grade, I remember coming to Miss Efche's class. No comment on Miss Efche. She's a great teacher, great person. But I remember coming into the class. It was like meant to be, you know what I mean? Like the light was on you. And Miss Ashley was like, sit down there, and I didn't understand.
Oh, did you sit down with me your first day or what?
Yeah, the first class, first day, it was like go to your like class and like introduction and everything. I remember like walking, like sitting right next to you, and back then it was like you had every class together, legit.
No, yeah. Because
And
middle
then-
school was everything together.
Yeah, and then we bonded. We bonded over time, and then football.
Well, I think that's what I mean. Like sports is such a good way because I think we became friends through football.
It was necis. It was necis.
Necis is so good.
I remember. Oh my god, 6th grade necis.
I think 6th grade necis was
The
in case
best.
if you viewers don't know, necis is like a inter-school tournament from schools all over Europe, international schools, and they basically come. You basically train for like 3 months, and then right at the end of that 3 months, you come together and you will play each other in like a big tournament.
Yeah.
And you want to win basically.
Yeah.
And that year it was in The Hague, right? And I remember everyone else had these like 2-person rooms. You know, but we had some sort of like
everyone was
house,
like 3
double room, 4 of all.
Who? It was you, me,
Raphael,
and no, Chris. It was us 4, and basically Sam was already the captain back then. And so for some reason we got this like launch. We got this like
it was so
huge,
nice.
like it was like double like the size of everyone's room, huge bathroom and everything, and that's the best news from like my memories. I think that's the
No,
best
you know the worst one was like the year after that.
The year after
Hamburg.
What
What was that? I'm sorry, like, yeah.
It's Hamburg like minus like 10 degrees.
No one was watching.
It's so bad. But yeah, The Hague, that through nieces, I would say we bonded. Because always, obviously, me and Sam, best players in the grade. No argument made here.
Oh, I want to have a shout out to Will Verender, my co-host on a podcast.
Will Verender, he's good, right?
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah. How many goals did he?
Okay, well, we won't get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. But if you like, I remember asking people back in like 7th grade, 8th grade around, and it was like, who's the best like football player? And it was always us 2, but people always say you would be better.
But that's like a given because you know if you play in a club like we did for I don't know how many years, you're obviously going to be better. Yeah, because the majority of the people in our grade didn't.
Experience. We came with experience every time. Like we were ahead of everyone, I would say. And like working hard, and I would say like Jenny, like I've never talked about this, but Jenny would say like we were like, especially in 8th grade, when we look at 8th grade, if we weren't in that team, where we came second, that would have been very different. And I'm not trying to say we're gods, which we are, but that would have been so different without us. And even without you, in 7th grade, that would have been deadly without you. In every year, I would say without you, that team would have looked different.
God, stop it.
Except for the last 2 years.
Yeah, you didn't mean me.
Yeah, we didn't really.
Okay,
You did.
No, okay, we need everyone in the team. That's what team sport is.
Yeah, not really. No. But football. It was through football where we became best friends, and obviously in 6th grade, it was kind of where our friend group. I would say I'm not gonna say the originals. The kind of the seniors of the friend group that we have now kind of originated from, especially after that incident.
Yeah, I know, but when you say seniors, I mean like a friend group is so like.
Yeah, like obviously that like so many new people that came and it's great. But
what was his name? Like Will may have like his group of 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. But
I'm like, yeah.
As in school friend group, that's when it originated. I would say in 6th grade, and that's how we became even better friends because we started doing like outside of school. I never hung out with you in 5th grade, like never ever. And then after that, 6th grade, 7th grade, that's when we started like doing everything together. And on the trips as well, we had like to Paris. Yeah, that's where like everyone bonded. It was so nice, and now I think we're still friends because we relate. You know,
we have common interests.
We have common interests, exactly. Also, talking about nieces, I want to ask you the top 5 best players, and you can't steal my list.
Well, I haven't heard your list yet.
Okay, so my list, number 1 is Cameron Forsyth.
Your best player you've ever played with.
Regarding that, nieces, 100%. He was so good, man. He was so good. I would say Cameron, Ruben Tanner, Ruben Koopmans. I was gonna put Christian on there because he's like even now and even back in the day he was the captain for when we were in 5th grade. First team.
Oh, I thought you meant Christian Thompson.
Nah, Christian. Oh, Thompson might get on there as well, but I would say.
Oneill.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zach Oneill and then you, obviously. Those are my like top 5. Like I would put Josh in there and all those guys, but I've never played with them.
Yeah, well,
Like I played against them, but never ever like with them.
I would not put. I put Zach right down below. Right at the bottom.
Zach was so
Being
good.
honest, like I think Zach had like inconsistent games. He would be really good, like he'd say sometimes, but I think it's just his fitness. My dad would always say. But I think my number 1 player.
Cameron.
Yeah, I didn't play with him enough. Like
We didn't.
Ruben Tanner.
We played 1 year.
He was
Ruben Tanner. We played
really
with him
good
2
player.
years. He was amazing.
Probably put myself up there, number 2.
You would though.
No.
You would put yourself up there. Now that you're thinking about it.
I would put myself in top 5.
You would put yourself in top 10.
I think that's fair, Sam.
Yeah, it is.
It's fair.
Like what we've achieved, you have achieved.
Nothing. I've achieved nothing. Like,
3 times captain in a row.
yeah, okay.
Amazing.
One place we become like 3rd, 4th.
Okay, you didn't carry us to a title, but we made varsity at the age of 14. I'm just
Sam, it's not like some sort of
No,
international tryout. It's like necis football.
I'm putting that out there. You made history. You would put yourself up there. You would.
I would put myself up there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so you.
What is so I'm sick. I'm so
good. We
so
are so
good.
good.
Yeah.
Ruben Tanner. You would put Ruben
Myself. No, I put Ruben Tanner first. Second.
Cameron.
Like you get like prime years, like
Yeah.
6th grade, no, like
8th grade me prime. Sorry, I
I'd put-
just gotta keep doing it.
9th grade me was pretty good, mate. Remember that?
Oh my god, that's so good.
And 8th grade me as well. So I'm sorry.
Every year.
No, look, I don't know who my volunteer would be.
You put Ruben Koemans. Let me give you some names. Mark. How do I say that?
I think Mark was like, I love Mark.
A great guy.
No, but no, he was good at football as well. But
He
just-
was,
He
but-
wouldn't make my top 5, I don't think.
I don't think the system we had, he fit into it perfectly. Like we didn't use him to his like full potential.
He was fast as well.
He was fast.
No, but
Kirill.
Grill, no, he wouldn't go up there.
Who else? We didn't play. With
Gabe
Josh.
Kessler.
Gabe.
Gabe was good. He was
Gabe,
very
Gabe
good.
was really like.
Ruben
necessary.
Koopmans is up there.
Yeah.
Federico.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about Fede.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Fede, the first year I didn't really notice how good he was. Like the first year I was just
Because
like,
he's a left back, and you don't really
that's
notice
right.
that.
Like left backs are always like the usual, like the like.
But when everyone starts getting better, and you can see a guy can hold the ball for that long,
Yeah.
you understand like, well,
But Fede was OP before games when we did the drill in the box. Like when you had to pass in the box, he would just keep the ball. He was so good. Yeah, Fede.
Christopher Rosenqvist, another one of my co-hosts in the lunchtime chat.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot Christopher. Sorry, you're gonna be.
He's my
number 10.
top. He's my 5th.
I would put Chris up there as well. He's so good.
Honestly, I think Chris is number 1.
Chris is really good.
He's like, no. If you think about like the greats, like Ronaldo's, I would say Chris is like up there. No joke.
Chris is really
Christopher
good.
Rosenqvist. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. So obviously, because
Sorry, Chris.
we're gonna cut this out.
No, we're gonna leave this.
No,
in.
we're gonna leave
This is
this in.
uncut, Samuel.
Chris makes the top 5 for me now that you said that as well. We're taking you and Zach out of there. Chris, Will, those guys really amazing. Will last year, great guy.
Okay, let's not slate anyone.
Okay, let's not slate.
Let's be nice.
And obviously we are football fans because we play football and we kind of, even at recess, we like everything we do is like surrounds us with football, obviously FIFA as well. You're a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
How you've had the darkest days from, let's say, after you won the Prem 2016 until I would say until Europa League. It was kind of like a high again, but last season was absolutely dead.
Yeah,
Although you did make top 4, I would say until this summer transfer, you had the darkest days.
When you have a club,
Yeah.
when you change manager every single bloody season, it just gets a bit. You're never gonna get momentum.
Yeah,
You're never gonna
exactly.
start winning seasons. Consecutive seasons in a row, start winning. But saying that, Antonio Conte won it the first season he came in.
Yeah, first season he came
That was
in,
good.
changed the team.
What's his name? Sarri's last season and Frank Lampard's first season.
No.
Can you swear on this? Can you swear?
Yeah, you can.
Do you bleep it out or not?
No.
Yeah, I noticed that. I started watching. You guys stopped bleeping your thing.
I stopped leaving because I was the one editing.
Oh, right.
Sorry guys, it's been really good editing.
I thought this was the school sponsored podcast. No. Alright. Yeah. What was I talking about?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah.
Lampard's first season.
Well, I know.
Well, he's like now you're
Well,
doing
you're seeing
really
now,
well.
yeah, we're
now
running
you're
on
doing
season
really well
champions.
because you brought in the necessary players. Although you did bring in two defenders because your defense was the
Thiago
problem.
Silva for free. Just
Yeah,
saying.
your defense was the problem last year.
Yeah, I know. It was a problem. Yeah.
Terrible.
Now we got a sick attack and it's
Now
so
you're
good,
doing,
Sam.
Now you're doing really
Sam,
well.
we're gonna win.
Now you're doing really
Say it
well.
now. We're gonna win against Tottenham on Sunday, and we're gonna win. Yes, we will.
Okay, I'll make sure to clip that, and then we'll play back in when does it end? June. Premier League.
Premier
May.
League, yeah, but you can also clip this. Chelsea will beat Tottenham. When does this episode go out? Like,
Sunday morning. Sunday.
Ah,
just
okay.
Sunday. Just Sunday. I'll
they're playing,
take that back.
They're playing Sunday at like 5.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna post that. Just
All right, so I'm gonna say Chelsea.
prediction. What are your predictions?
Chelsea gonna win.
Yeah.
2-1 against
2-1.
Tottenham. Yeah, 2-1.
Okay. Not bad.
Harry Kane's gonna score like a bang or something.
Premier League. I was gonna ask you because I would say like we know a lot about football because we've obviously watched it for our whole lives. Premier League, and we're only gonna do this decade, and we're only gonna do Premier League because it's apparently the superior league, which I don't believe. La Liga is better.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that. Premier League is the best.
Why is Premier League better? That's before we get into the other. I want to hear your argument. Why is Premier League better?
Okay, well, actually, no. Tell me. What do you think? What do you think is the best?
I
league?
think the best
La Liga.
La Liga is the best.
Why?
League.
Okay. Listen. Okay, I'm gonna put my thing out.
Okay.
You've got Real Madrid. You've
Yes.
got Barcelona.
Yes.
You've got Sevilla.
Yes.
You're gonna say Real Sociedad. They come this year. It's nothing.
Yes. Atletico.
The rest of the teams, you see them in
Atletico.
Europe. Atletico, sorry, yeah, true.
Yeah.
They get beaten all the time. Like look at the Europa League. Teams like Leicester are beating all these La Liga teams.
Fair enough. Fair
Like,
enough.
and you got the Premier League. Everyone wants to go to the Premier League unless you either want to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona. If not, you want to go to the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and it's so much more like well-rounded. Everyone, you know what I mean? Apart from like the bottom 3 teams like Fulham, just suck. But, like,
Fulham.
yeah.
Okay, here's the argument why that is not true. If you look at the last 12 years,
What you're gonna say? Champions League was won by.
and yeah,
I know, but that's Barcelona,
the
Real Madrid.
European competitions, even Europa League, Sevilla won in the past.
Liverpool won.
The Europa League.
Champions League.
Okay, Champions League here. Okay, Champions League. I know this in my head. 2009, Barcelona won.
Jesus.
Then Inter Milan. 2011, I actually forgot. Was Barcelona? I don't know. 2011. 2012 was Chelsea. That was golden era for
Wow.
Chelsea.
Drogba!
Yes. Drogba. Sorry, Chelsea. And then Bayern, and then Real Madrid dominance. Obviously Liverpool, and then recently Bayern and Real Madrid as well. Look at the Europa League. It's been Sevilla from 2014, 2017, I think. Then it was Chelsea, and it's been Atletico. It's been Spanish dominance for the past 10 years, and there's no argument. And I would also argue that if Chelsea would play away in Valencia, I would say they wouldn't win. They would go for a tie. It's like going to Liverpool.
We beat Valencia away
recently.
last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like if they go to Sevilla, that'd be an interesting game.
We're doing that Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And I would also argue like currently on even if you look at last year, the gap between Liverpool and City, what was that? 20, 25, 30 points?
Sam, that was an abnormal season. They won that year in Liverpool. They had
Yeah.
insane. And because right now I feel like lots of teams in football, Barcelona, everyone's going through a transition period where Liverpool had already set their foundation 4 years prior to that. So at that point they were at their peak. And all other teams are kind of building. So, of course, they're going to shine out now. And you see them now, they're 10th in the league. No, okay, they're like 5th or something. You know what I mean? Because everyone else is sort of solidifying their teams.
They're second, Liverpool.
No, Chelsea's second.
Chelsea's fourth.
Chelsea's
Chelsea's
you're
fourth.
right.
Oh, third.
But they're going to be first after. No, Sam, they're first.
Huh?
I mean, aren't Chelsea second?
Tottenham are first, then Liverpool, then Chelsea, then Leicester, then Everton, then Southampton. I'm going to be right. I know this in my head for some reason.
Yeah. So you said Chelsea were what?
Chelsea were third or fourth.
Okay, which one?
Third.
Okay, you saw my phone, didn't you? You know, right.
Yeah, Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, Everton, Southampton.
Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, Southampton, Everton.
Oh, same thing, yeah.
And guess who's in the relegation zone?
Fulham, West Brom, Sheffield United.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we showed this on the bus here. That's why.
Yeah, and so now we can. There's so many arguments to be made, but
Okay, well let's move on from that and let's talk about, as you're going to mention, your top 11.
top 11 from
Pass.
this decade on. So not from 1999. So what's it called? Man United.
What's from this decade? Is like 2020.
No, from
2010.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're in 2020. From last
Yeah.
decade.
So 2010 to 2020.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Goalkeeper.
We'll do goalkeeper each.
What formation are we going for?
4-4-2. Or 4-3.
4-2-3. No.
What? 4-3. Just Mr. Short.
4-2-3-1. So we have every position covered.
All right, fine.
So we can have a cam and a sending.
Right. Goalkeeper. Let's do it.
Check. Check.
I'm going to say check as well.
No argument
Check.
to be made. Check
Can your editor make like a visual?
Yeah, check right
Can you,
there.
no, but like, can you make like a cool like football visual?
Yeah, he's gonna make a.
No way.
He's gonna make a formation and everything.
Fine.
Sorry, Hugo.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah, long work.
Yeah. Okay. Check.
Check is first.
In case if he needs any help, check is the Chelsea goalkeeper.
Just search it up. I'm gonna send it to him. But,
Centre backs, John Terry. That cannot be.
Wait. Before we move on, is there any other goalkeeper? Because we always forget this.
You got David De Gea, Casillas.
Oh, De Gea.
Neuer.
Neuer. Premier League.
Are we doing Premier League?
We're only doing Premier League.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, we can do.
No. It's the Premier League.
Okay, we're only doing Premier League.
Yeah.
There's no one else that I can. Although De Gea is a good
David
shot.
Seaman.
No. Okay, check obviously wins.
Centre backs,
Centre backs.
John Terry, Sam.
John Terry.
Alright.
I haven't watched enough of him to be like, wow.
And
this
then
guy.
you can see.
I would.
Come on, yeah.
You. I think you know better.
If you
than
think
me.
of captain Sam, you think of John Terry.
Ramos and then John Terry.
Right, Ramos, John Terry. I think that's fair.
Ramos didn't play in the Prem.
Huh?
Ramos didn't play in the Prem.
Oh, yeah, true.
Left. Other centre back. Now we have to put Van Dijk.
Kurt Zuma.
Shut up, man.
He's a bit. Okay, I'm joking.
Kurt Zuma was out for a whole season, and last year
He played for
had.
Stoke.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He had the worst season of his life last year.
Alright, you go on.
Van Dijk. It's sad, but it's like he's had 3 good seasons, and he's being compared. He almost won the Ballon d'Or. Then he won. He won. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't win.
No, he didn't win.
Modric won that year.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's how he got the best player of the year award already.
Is that not Ballon d'Or? Is that not?
No, that's something else. That's the shirt you get, like the medal trophy.
Right.
But I would put Van Dijk, John Terry, left back, Ashley Cole.
Done.
Ashley Cole, right back.
Done.
Right back.
Aspilicueta.
Okay. We're not having a Chelsea lineup. Walker. Oh
No. He's sick in FIFA. Have you seen him in real life? He's so clumsy.
He
makes mistakes every 2 games.
He's had a nightmare, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who's it? Oh my god, right back.
Gary
Neville played until 2013.
No.
Yeah,
No, he didn't, Sam.
Yeah, he
Sam,
did.
how much you want to bet he didn't?
I know he did. He was up there. He was up there until late 10s at least.
Yeah,
when did he retire? Go on,
Fine.
search it up.
Retirement. So your guess is 2013?
2012, 11.
Okay, 2011. Okay,
Yep.
You just changed 2 years back.
Yeah.
No, but he wasn't in his prime there.
Right back. I'm not going to say Bale yet, but I'm going to put it. He's in my team.
For right wing?
No, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Him, I recently I watched a footage of him in Tottenham in Spurs. He got he got the player of the year for Premier League and best young player of the year
That's tough.
in a row.
For my left wing, you're probably going to say Ronaldo, but I would say Hazard.
Ronaldo wasn't there until 2000. He left in 2009. I was going to say Hazard as well.
Hazard.
But right back, oh my god, who do we have?
I don't know.
There's no one really. It's like
I'm
Zabaleta.
trying to think. Oh, right backs.
Oh no, it's like Aspilicueta. I would say Kyle Walker. Like from what I've seen, he's not too shaggy. Or I would even put
Too
Trent.
shaggy.
Too shaggy.
From Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo, yeah, exactly.
No, what about Alexander Arnold?
Arnold. Oh, I love Arnold. He's a great guy.
He could be decent.
Yeah, I would actually put him up there.
Reece James will be the next big thing. Trust me.
Who's Reece James?
Chelsea right back.
Oh yeah, the guy with the dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right. 2 CDMs.
Like one defensive.
Oh, by the way, guys, this is probably for people who don't watch football. This is probably the most boring conversation ever.
Click away.
Yeah, you don't know these footballers, but it's interesting for us.
CDM. Let's make one defensive and then one kind of like normal CDM. Defensive one, Yaya Toure, no argument. No argument at all. There's Kante, but I think Yaya Toure in his prime was... He won... Man City won the Prem because of him. And
I don't remember.
Vincent Kompany, we forgot about him. That's very
true.
Yaya Toure. Or Kante. That's the only
Frank
thing.
Lampard.
Lampard played as well.
He's there. I'm sorry.
Gerrard, all of them.
No, Frank Lampard's he's the third highest goal scorer or something in the Prem.
In the history, yeah.
As a centre mid. He's at centre mid, I'm sorry. Sam, who are you putting in front of him?
De Bruyne. And then I have an option for Cam.
Put him Cam.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'm gonna put Yaya Toure and then Lampard next to each other.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And then who are you taking?
I'll go same as you.
Same as you, yeah.
We can agree on it. Yeah.
Cam, De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, yeah. Cool. He's been OP.
Like I would say David Silva. Who else has there been?
Mason Mount.
Mason, you're in love with Chelsea, man.
Yeah, man. So good.
Okay, De Bruyne, left wing.
Hazard.
Right wing. Gareth Bale, no argument.
There is a bit of argument there.
Suarez can be put there. Suarez played right wing for...
Fernando Torres
played right wing as well.
No, he's striker.
He's striker, but we all know he's going to striker.
Drogba, yeah.
Drogba. I would say Aguero's up there, but Drogba.
I'm going to be like brutally honest. I think Aguero has been a more consistent striker for the past 10 years, whatever it is.
Yeah, obviously.
But I just think what Drogba did for Champions League, the biggest big game player of all time, I think he has to go.
His character as well, and also. Alright, commercial break, we're back. Put something like I love syrup. I forgot to put that in.
I love syrup.
What we're talking about? Yeah, Aguero has been his moment. Aguero, legendary. But I think Drogba, when he's from what I've seen from him, it makes me want to play with him more than Aguero.
On FIFA.
Just in general. If I was a professional, I'd rather play with Drogba than Aguero.
Imagine scoring in the stadium.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And also, you can put Torres up there. You can put, what's his name? Suarez. You can put Harry Kane, actually. He's on his way to becoming the top goal scorer.
I hate Harry Kane.
Yeah,
I really dislike him.
England, right now, he's doing really well. But, I would say Drogba takes the spot. And then... hopefully we got that little formation here, 4-2-3-1.
That's very tough to do.
Nah, it's fine. He's got this. And yeah, next time we should do all time, but that's hard.
Oh, am I coming on next time as well?
You're coming back, mate. You're gonna be the most recurring guest.
Really?
On Random Talk, promise.
It's an honor. And would you like to come on mine? You've already been on mine. In case you guys don't know, I have my own podcast.
Yeah, check out Lunchtime Chat.
Can your editor put up a
blog?
A tag?
We're gonna put it in the bio. Don't worry.
It's honestly, guys, it's the best podcast.
It is the best podcast.
You're gonna say it on this podcast? Alright, okay.
Yeah, check out Sam's podcast. Check his Instagram. Girls, go to his Instagram. Give him some DMs.
No, my podcast Instagram.
You only want your podcast.
Yeah.
Not your Instagram.
No, don't care about that.
Alright, guys, check out his podcast.
We do episodes every week.
Yeah.
We kind of do something similar to this, where we can just talk. It's me, Chris, and Will.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
They've been more consistent than us, but we're coming back. This is a return of Random Talk. The greatest podcast in the world in 2 years when we're going to be superior to your podcast.
When you surpass Joe Rogan.
Yeah. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys.
This is it?
Yeah, this is it,
How long has it been?
It's been 30 minutes.
Wow.
Time flies, and that's sadly the limit we have.
Oh, wow. Alright.
For all the football fans, I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry to everyone who actually doesn't know anything about football, which is quite everyone. So
if I come back again, we can talk about much more universal stuff.
Yeah, promise. And thank you, and see you next Sunday, guys, with another guest. Actually, we're having more guests on. Oh, I can't say that now, can I? Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Oh.